At first glance, it might look like Vladimir Putin's government only consists of old men who not only don't understand the younger generations of Russians, but are happy to ruin their lives for their own personal benefit. While that is not entirely true, meet the Putin functionary whose job is dealing with the youth culture and even being part of it.
Какую музыку вы слушаете? Да слушаю я шамана и гимн России, больше ничего не слушаю. Почему вы занимаетесь этой деятельностью? Да Бог так решил.
Два шага назад, ребят. Можно автограф? Да, конечно, конечно.
Ekaterina Mizulina is the main censor of the Russian segment of the internet. She bans, threatens, and punishes. She is the head of the League of Safe Internet, an entire network of people engaged in selling others out. Her power became so great that popular musicians now must come to meetings with her to beg for forgiveness for their lewd lyrics. Mizulina also snitched on a queer bar in the city of Krasnoyarsk. With the anti-LGBT law that passed in Russia last year, such establishments are now illegal. At the same time, she is quite popular. The worst dream of Russian rappers and influencers has her own fan club. Denunciation turned Mizulina into a star. Her lectures in front of the school children and university students in Yekaterinburg had people queuing up to take a selfie with her. School and university auditoriums do not have enough room for everyone who wants to attend her speech. During her tour of Yekaterinburg and the regions around it, Mizulina made time to go to her favorite artist concert. She also announced that soon all VPNs will be banned in Russia. They are still available.
С 1 марта 2024 года все VPN-сервисы будут заблокированы. Скажите, пожалуйста, правдива ли эта информация?
Да.
Lastly, she made time for some Q&A sessions.
У меня такой вопрос. Вы здесь по своей воле или вас согнали? По своей воле.
Mizulina meets her fans, gives out autographs, and does interviews. Every public appearance of the head of the League of Safe Internet has auditoriums full of attendees. Her popularity shocked even the local authorities. While Mizulina seems to be a universally liked figure, there were participants of her talk at the Ural Federal University who do not approve of her work.
Я задал вопрос, как долго вы сможете продолжать эту деятельность, потому что она является цензурой и запрещена Конституцией Российской Федерации.
This brave student asked the head censor of the Russian segment of the internet a few more questions, such as, why is he not allowed to listen to a dissident band pornofilmy? Why did she threaten the TikTok superstar Danya Milahin with sending him to the army? Did her favorite artist, Shaman, ever serve in the military? Naturally, Mizulina avoided these questions. The head of the League of Safe Internet did not see any censorship at the Ural Federal University. This awkward response is quite similar to how Belarus's Alexander Lukashenko could not see any COVID at the ice rink in Minsk.
Ты высказался, вот товарищ высказался, все открыто. Ты что, правда видишь сейчас в зале цензуру?
Здесь нет вирусов никаких. Вот ты же не заметила, что они летают? И я тоже не вижу.
As opposed to Lukashenko, Mizulina is in fact quite popular. While most of her fans have reached voting age, however, hundreds of thousands of young people are subscribed to her Telegram channel and make TikToks in her honor.
Ну, она сделала одну очень правильную, как мне кажется, с точки зрения медийной вещь.
Well, she made one right decision, which is that she began talking to the so-called Gen Z in their own language. Video messages, possibilities for direct contact, asking them to send her pictures, etc. All of this works because of how simple it is. Moreover, she clearly pays a lot of attention to her internet appearance as well as her physical appearance. It may look demonic or weird, but this kind of imagery clearly appeals to the younger internet users.
However, her public image is not the main reason for her popularity. She is the daughter of Senator Elena Mizulina, who provided her with most of her connections in the high ranks of power in Russia.
Она близкая подруга жены главы МЧС Куренкова.
She is very good friends with the wife of the Minister of Emergency Situations, Kurenkov. That wife is very similar to Mizulina herself. She is also a strong proponent of the so-called traditional values, who happens to love luxury. You could almost call it postmodernist fundamentalism.
Perhaps one reason why Mizulina appeals to young people is because she talks to them about their problems. For example, she talks to them about school bullying, hopes for abolishing the state exams, lack of heating in schools, and even teachers' violence. To the latter, Mizulina responded, "If speaking with law enforcement doesn't help, talk to us, and we will protect you." Mizulina left Yekaterinburg, having threatened the brave student who stood up to her with persecution for the so-called discreditation of the Russian army. This garnered approval on the part of the students' peers. The image of a government official / prohibitor in a TikTok format turned out to be in demand. However, this fame is fleeting.
The work she is doing cannot be done without payment or without any sort of protection. Whenever these things falter, her popularity will start declining, I think.